Connective tissue is found everywhere in the body. It's the most abundant and widely distributed of all the primary tissue types. While epithelial tissue is all about lining surfaces and forming boundaries, connective tissue fills in the spaces, holding everything together, and supports the structure and function of all the other tissues. You'll find it beneath epithelial layers, surrounding organs, forming tendons and ligaments, and even circulating throughout the body as blood. Its wide distribution reflects the fact that it's essential to the structure and support of every organ system. There are 4 main classes of connective tissue, each with distinct structure and function. Connective tissue proper includes tissues like fat or adipose and fibrous tissue, which forms tendons and ligaments. This category handles many functions, including binding, cushioning, and resisting tension. Cartilage is a more specialized form of connective tissue that's firm but flexible. It supports structures like the trachea and joints while resisting compression. Bone tissue or osseous tissue is a hard, calcified form of connective tissue that provides structural support, stores minerals, and houses the marrow. Blood is also classified as a connective tissue, even though it looks nothing like the others, because it develops from the same embryonic tissue and consists of cells surrounded by a fluid extracellular matrix. All 4 types derive from a common embryonic origin called mesenchyme, which is a loose, undifferentiated tissue found in the developing embryo. The lower part of this diagram shows how different mesenchymal cells mature into specialized cells like fibroblasts, chondroblasts, osteoblasts, or hematopoietic stem cells on the tissue they will form. Despite their diversity, all connective tissues share several core functions. Binding and support is their most fundamental role. Ligaments, for example, bind bones together, and tendons connect muscle to bone. Protection is another major function. Bone protects internal organs like the brain and heart, while adipose tissue cushions delicate structures. Insulation is provided by adipose tissue, which helps maintain body temperature and stores energy. Transportation is a function of blood which delivers oxygen, nutrients, hormones, and waste throughout the body. So whether the connective tissue is rigid like bone or fluid like blood, it plays a vital support role in maintaining homeostasis. There are 3 key characteristics that all connective tissues share. The first is a common origin. All connective tissues arise from mesenchyme, the same embryonic tissue we saw earlier. This unifies the group despite the wide variation in appearance and function. Second is the degrees of vascularity. Connective tissues vary in their blood supply. Cartilage is completely avascular, meaning it has no blood vessels. This is why cartilage injuries heal slowly. Dense connective tissue, like tendons, is poorly vascularized, so it also heals slowly and is prone to degeneration with overuse. Other forms, such as bone and adipose tissue, are richly vascularized, which supports faster repair and metabolic activity. The third key characteristic is an abundant extracellular matrix, or ECM for short. This is what really sets connective tissue apart. Unlike epithelial tissue, where cells are tightly packed together, connective tissue is made mostly of non-living material outside the cells. This matrix separates the living cells and allows the tissue to withstand stress. The ECM is made of ground substance and fibers, and together they allow connective tissue to bear weight, as in joints, resist tension, as in tendons, and absorb trauma, as in cartilage. Clinically, understanding ECM is important. For instance, disorders like Marfan syndrome or Ehlers-Danlos syndrome involve defective connective tissue due to problems with ECM components, leading to hypermobility, fragile skin, or weakened blood vessels.